Hello, it's Karen here, Kazina, and finally, I'm making a YouTube video. I think the last time I made one was in October last year, which is terrible, isn't it? Terrible. Well, maybe it's not terrible, you know. It might not be terrible at all, because people are going, oh, thank God she hasn't made another one. But actually, I've had a few people asking me, thanks, where are you, what are you doing? And yeah, what I've been doing since October. God, I better think up some good reasons for not doing a YouTube video for so long. But I've been working loads actually, and consequently, you know, you get to the end of the financial year and you've got loads of annual leave left, and I've now got 11 days off. So I thought really I have to get round to it. This is the first day of my 11 days off. Whoopee. So I'm going to try and embrace those 11 days and do lots of gaming. Got a lot of gaming to catch up with, trust me, and generally have some fun. So what was I doing since last October anyway, apart from working? Oh yeah, I had my gallbladder out. Says you, or maybe not. Yeah, I had my gallbladder out. Oh, fell in love. Ding dong, says I. And yeah, about 3 weeks ago I celebrated my 50th birthday. Maybe I should have mentioned that. Oh no, she's bleeding ancient. Yeah, a few weeks ago I was yeah, and had a great time, and that's about it really. So it's all been good, generally, and I thought I would show you some stuff I've picked up since last October, and because it's been so long I don't have a particular order, and I hope I can remember stuff, you know. I think maybe this might be my sort of pre-dementia YouTube upload, because it'll be like, I bought this game and it's good, I think, and I'll be mumbling. So I shall show you without further haste what I picked up. And I've also got a stack of games as well, which got offloaded onto me by my cousin. Yeah, quite a lot. So here we go. Now where I'll start with, actually I got these the other day. Very exciting ones to start with. SingStar Summer Party and SingStar Rocks. Now, why, Karen? Why do you buy these things? You know, I've actually got quite a few of them up there, which I picked up very cheaply at a jumble sale, and I've had great fun with them. However, I had a friend's daughter here a while ago, and she loves SingStar, and yeah, she had me on SingStar singing like an idiot, but it was great fun, and she likes rock, and so that's why I picked that one up, and I just happened to like some of the songs on there. On that one, it's got like Amy Winehouse on it, bless her. That was £4 and that was £2, and no doubt in the near future, when I see this said person again, we shall be SingStar-ing. I also picked up this the other day, and it's Sly 3, Honour Amongst Thieves. Never played a Sly game. Sly Cooper, is he? Never played one. Heard they're quite good, and I don't know, I just thought I'd give it a go. It's meant to come with 3D glasses, which it didn't. It didn't come with 3D glasses, because CEX never include everything in a box, do they? Ever. However, they're only those, you know, cheap things, and I've got a pair somewhere, and I'm going to try this today, so hopefully it's good. I also picked up I don't normally pick up things like this because it's a Xbox 360 classic, you know, I like the original, but this is the 5th anniversary edition of Oblivion, and I do have Oblivion on the Xbox 360, but this one includes the Knights of Nine and Shivering Isles, which I really wanted. And even though I'm probably only halfway through Oblivion, even though it's really old and I've had it years, I'm probably only halfway through it, and it'll probably take me another 2 years before I get to the additional stuff. I wanted it, so I saw it. It was £12, not that cheap really, but I was in one of those moods. And again, thanks very much CEX. It comes with an extra disc about the making of Oblivion, but it's meant to come with a map, and it didn't. But that's again CEX. So that's Oblivion. I also picked this up in one of these cash converter shops, and it was £1.99, and it's Speedball 2. Wicked, I love Speedball. And it's for the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, I was going to say DS, and I was so wrong. And yeah, it's really good. It plays just like Speedball 2, the proper music, everything, and ice cream, and all that kind of thing goes on, and I'm very pleased. I picked this up in a charity shop. Not that cheap, you know, £2.99. Must have been feeling generous. It's called Felony, £11.79, and it's a racing game-ish. It's alright from what I remember. It's all there. And I also picked this up for £2.99, which was quite a good find, and it's Transport Tycoon. And I've had a little go of this, and it's very Sim City-esque, except it's transport. And I believe it's not like uber rare or anything, but it's one of the more rare-ish titles, so I was pleased to get hold of that. I picked up this, and there's no price on it. I think I paid £12 for this, but I'm not sure. But it's The Witcher for the Xbox 360 role-playing game, and I played some of this. It's very good. I'm liking what I played, but there's an awful lot of controls in it. I suppose the first one was on the PC, wasn't it? So they've kind of stuck to that kind of complicated PC role-playing bit, haven't they? So you kind of have to have a lot of patience and perseverance, I think, with this. You know, you can't just sit down. It's not like sticking in Final Fantasy or something and you kind of go, you just know the controls without thinking. This one is a little bit different control-wise. So it's a sort of game that needs a bit of time, dedication. I picked this up for the Wii, Pandora's Tower, and it says $20.99. However, I got this in Blockbusters, and as you know, the Blockbusters, a lot of them are shutting down, so it's kind of a bit of a gain for people that are looking for films and games and that, because they're doing reductions, and I believe this was 30% off, and I can't work out what that is. 30% off of $20.99 is something. And I'm ashamed to say I haven't put this in yet. I can't comment, but it looks lovely, and I really wanted it, so I got it. I picked this up in a charity shop. It's called A-Train, HX, and Xbox 360 game, and it's a train simulator. And I read the reviews on it, and it doesn't get good reviews. Everyone says it's rubbish, and it looks terrible. And yes, it does look terrible. I don't think it's rubbish. Quite complicated. But the graphics are appalling. But the fact that I picked it up in a charity shop for $2.50 was why I picked it up. I picked this up, Grand Slam Tennis 2, for £8, and really like it. I played the demo of it and enjoyed it. And when I first put this in, I was like, yeah, and I got beaten badly. I was like, you know, I was thinking I was right flash, because when I was playing the demo I was really good, and I put this in and I kept getting beaten. However, I put it in again and played fine, and I've been winning quite a lot. And then I remembered that when I played the first time I'd actually had a couple of drinks, so that might have been why I was bad. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Now, I paid quite a lot of money for this game. Well, for me it's a lot, but I really wanted it, and I rue the blooming day that I didn't pick this up for £18 when I saw it last year, because every time I've seen it, it's going for a silly price in CEX, and on eBay it's even sillier. And I saw it a little while ago in Game Station, I don't know which one it is, not the one that's closed down, and I thought, sod it, I'm going to buy it. It's too expensive, and it's only just like, you know, an slightly advanced graphic version, and it's got some slightly different missions, but I want it, so I bought it, and it's bully, and it was $24.99, which is quite a lot of money for an old game, isn't it? But I don't know, I don't think they made that many of them, did they? It's really quite difficult to get hold of, and when I was buying it, the bloke in the shop said, girl, that only came in today. He said that every time this game comes in, it's gone. So I probably got lucky. And it's funny, in CEX they were selling this for about a year ago, about 22 something, and now it's gone up to $26.99. So it seems to me this is the sort of game that's not going to depreciate in value, it's just going to keep going up. So perhaps it is a good buy in the long run, and I do like it, I really enjoy it. I picked this one up as a 2 for $20, and I don't know where the other one is. So this was a tenner, and this is Batman, the Arkham City one, and it's really good, isn't it? Well, the first one was brilliant, and so's this. And you know what is really good? This one, it came with, you know, it's second hand, and there's a code that you can play as a Catwoman for free, and I put in the code, and it worked. So normally whenever you buy a second-hand game, the code doesn't work, does it? Because of course someone's used it. But this one worked, so I was delighted about that. I was like, result! So, very good game, as you know. I picked this one up from Blockbusters again. This cost me actually about a tenner. It says $13.99, but there was money off, and it was Syndicate. And oh gosh, I remember Syndicate on the Amiga. You know, the little black sprites on it, and you had to move each person individually, and it was a really good little strategy game, wasn't it? Well, it was more than really good, it was excellent. This isn't like that, is it? It's more of a shooter, and even though I had looked at the reviews before and it didn't get great reviews, I thought, oh, it's Syndicate, I'm going to have it, and it's not that good, so sorry about that. But Syndicate, it's a bit I picked this one up quite a long time ago, and it's another game I've been looking for a long time, and the last couple of times I've seen it, it was coming in a box that said not for resale, and that kind of put me off. I wanted the proper cover, and it was £18 two times I'd seen it. However, I walked into CX somewhere and saw it for 20 in the proper cover, and it's Tales of Vesperia for the Xbox 360, and it's an excellent role-playing game, and it's one of those games I think that's going to have a bit of a culty following perhaps. And yeah, £20 is a bit steep, but it's one of those games that doesn't pop up that often. Well, I don't see it very often, and as I said, when I normally see it, it's always got not for resale on down the side, which kind of, and the cover always looks a bit faded, and this one is in perfect condition. So yeah, it was a bit steep, but I was delighted to get it. I also picked this up for a tenner, and this is Red Dead Redemption The Undead, and it's wicked, absolutely wicked. I picked this up some months ago, and it's been in the Xbox a lot, like really a lot. I've played loads of it, and it does seem to go on for ages. I haven't finished it yet, and it's really more of the same of Red Dead Redemption. And the great thing is, you play John Marsden, you don't play his son, you play John Marsden again, and it's like, oh my god, I'm reunited with him at last, which is really good. And he's alive, but he's not alive. He's a zombie, so he's dead, but he's alive, if you know what I mean. I don't know why I said all that, but it's more of the same of Red Dead. It's really similar. You get missions, you go and shoot zombies, you go and find stuff, and you can throw holy water and zombies and burn coffins and stuff like that, and collect herbs. The whole is very, very similar, except it's in zombified Western times. And if you like Red Dead Redemption, then you'd like this. But don't expect nothing different, if you know what I mean, apart from it's zombified. But I think it's absolutely brilliant. I picked up Resident Evil 5 for £5, and wasn't that enamoured with it. I love Resident Evil. Controls have always been a bit of a bummer, haven't they, on Resident Evil? And they, you know, you would have thought that after all these years they might have improved them somewhat. Controls, the shooting controls on this are really rubbish. But saying that, they're very similar to Deadly Premonition. You know the game Deadly Premonition? The controls were very sketchy for trying to shoot the weird creatures. And because I liked that game so much, I persevered. And it became kind of second nature. And because when I first played it, I was like, how do you kill these things? It was like, you know, you're trying to shoot them. And the shooting controls to me are very similar on this. And maybe I don't like it as much because I couldn't be asked, to be honest. So I might give it another go when I'm in the mood. Maybe I've got too many games. I'll just spot for choice. You know, if I'd only had a stack of, say, 10 games, I'd probably play this to death. So that just shows you, you know, too many games, you just get real blasé about things and can't be bothered. Picked this up for £6, Castlevania, Lord of Shadow. Is it Shadow? Yeah, Lord of Shadow. Really good, excellente. Kill things, run around, stuff like that. Like it. I also picked this up for £18, and that's Sleeping Dogs. And it's a nice sort of, excuse me, open sandboxing type of game. It was meant to be true crime, but I don't know, it got bought, didn't it, by another company or something, and it was turned into Sleeping Dogs. And it's set in Hong Kong, and there's a lot of crime going on. You go and do missions, and it's good what I've played of it. I haven't played it extensively, and it's kind of a bit like Yakuza as well. The style of it, you know, a lot of kicking and hitting and punching, and there's, you know, you're surrounded by people as you are in Yakuza. But what I played of it, I've enjoyed. I also picked up this. It's not a game, it's a video for the PSP, and it's called Atom. Let me put my goggles on for the rest of it. Atom Alpha Teens on Machines, and I got this in a charity shop for like £1, so that's why I picked it up. And I haven't watched it, but I thought, oh look, it's for the PSP, so that's why I picked that one up. Oh, I also picked this up again, the PS2, God, I was going to say PSP again, a Bully, which I do have, but it was only in a charity shop, 99p, and I have got the PS2 version of this, but because it was 99p, I thought, oh, I'm going to have that. So that's why I picked that up. I picked up Goldeneye for the Wii, £8. It's great fun, isn't it? Great fun. Go around shooting. Goldeneye. Goldeneye was a classic on the N64, and it's pretty good on the Wii. £22 I paid for this. Dishonored, for the Xbox 360. Really wanted it. When it came out, and I looked at all the reviews and previews, and yeah, a lot of people were saying that this should be their game of the year, and I've played a bit of it, and I like it. Don't know if I'd make it the game of my year though. It's quite old school in its controls, it feels. Around chop, with your sword and stuff, and I thought the controls were a little bit old schooly, uncomfortable. That's not really a good description, is it? However, the graphics are lovely, storyline's interesting, and with some perseverance I will probably be waxing more lyrical about this game. But I think I should have waited a while, because it's not like I've had loads of time to play games, and if I'd maybe waited longer I wouldn't have run out and paid £22, and I'd probably picked it up for like 15. So I picked this one up. I think I paid a couple of quid for this, and it's called Snow White and the 7 Clever Boys, and really it's a kids game. I like the title. Snow White and the 7 Clever Boys, but it's kind of a kids game, the PS2, and there's little kiddie puzzles to do, and it's not really that good. So what else to say about that? Oh, I picked this up, Savage Skies. I only paid about less than £1.50 for this, Savage Skies, and it's a bit like Panzer Dragoon. Not as good as Panzer Dragoon, of course, but that's what it is. You're on a dragon and you're shooting things, so it is like Panzer Dragoon, but not as good. I picked this up. I don't know what I paid for that, a few quid. Inspector Gadget, Mad Robot Invasion. It's a platformer. I don't really do platformers, but I hadn't seen that before, so that's why I picked it up. It's alright. If you like platformers, you'd like it, but I don't, so wasting money, eh? This I paid a few pound for. Giant Citizens Kabuto. Good fun this is. Yeah, shooting big aliens, and you are an alien yourself. That's about all I remember, because it was ages ago I got this and I haven't put it in for ages. But yeah, good fun, liked it. I paid, I think, something silly like £1.20 for this. Demon Stone and Forgotten Realms Demon Stone, and when you look at the cover and everything, you think this is going to be quite an epic role-playing game. However, it's just hack and slash. Do not be deceived by the cover. It's alright though, if you pick it up for like cheap like I did. If you paid a bit more, you'd be like, God, I feel like I've been swizzed. They're kind of showing it as, one of those Dungeon and Dragon kind of epic role-playing things, and it's not. It's just your basic hack and slash. You can change your character though in it, which helps a bit. Helps to alleviate the pain. And you say, oh God, why did I buy it? I picked this up in a charity shop, £2.99. Back again. Sorry, my memory got full, so I think I got as far as I picked something up for £2.99, which I got it in a charity shop, and it's Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Master System, and yeah, I was pleased to find it, and it came with all the bump, so pretty pleased to find that in a charity shop for £2.99. I also picked this up for £4. Forbidden Siren, the first one. I have a second one, really like it, and so when I saw this, the first one, I thought, gotta have it, and it's really good, isn't it? Quite scary, and Yeah, when you start, it's like, oh, I didn't even know what I was doing. It starts, you know, you start right in the thick of it. You're like this young guy, and you're being chased by this kind of zombie sort of cop, and you sort of run to a dead end. And I didn't realise that you had to get in this truck and drive off initially. So I died a few times, and then I realised you had to get a key and get the hell out of there and get in the car and drive off. It took me a while to work that one out, but yeah, it's very good. Forbidden Siren, very good. I also picked this up in a charity shop, Everybody's Golf, for £1.50, and pleased to find this as well. I do have it, but I lent it to my cousin's girlfriend's brother, so he's playing it, and then I happened to find it, so I thought, you can keep it, and I've got this. I also picked up this other one called Gottlieb. hello attempt at German, I think. Pinball Classics, and I like pinball on game consoles. Good fun, and this like has the classic pinball tables, and it plays really well, so it's good fun. I also picked this up, and it's called Mr. Golf. What did I pay? £1.99. Another charity shop acquisition, and it looks a bit like Everybody's Golf from the back and the front cover, but it doesn't really play like it, to be honest. Controls are slightly different, and it's not as good, but it's okay because I like golf. Well, I don't actually. I'd never watch it on telly, it's so boring, but I like playing it. And for the GameCube, I paid £5 for this, and it's Metro Prime, and I have to be honest and say that I've never played Metro Prime, and everybody waxes lyrical about Metro Prime, saying, oh, it's a great game, and I'm ashamed to say I've not actually put it in yet. So I must give it a go, and then I can too wax lyrical and say, whoa, it's brilliant. And oh yeah, I picked this little beauty up in a cash converters type of shop, and I paid $19.99, and it's a tiny pink PlayStation 2, and it's lovely, apart from me not having the sticker off, which I must work on. I must do better. But it's really good, and I did have a black small PSP which I tried to soft mod myself, and not being that technical, I broke it, so I was without slim PS2, and I saw this and I thought, oh look, it's pink and it's not that expensive. You know, CEX are selling these for quite a bit, you know, but in the cash converters it was cheaper. And hello Mog, and me and my Mog. So I was really pleased to find that. However, I've got a screen which is black, and when you put it on here it doesn't look like flash. But I don't know if they ever did pink screens, because it'd be really nice if you could find a pink screen to go with this, and maybe I'll make that my life's mission, to find a pink screen for the PS2. But it's really nice, and I like the idea that it can be portable and I can sit in bed and play PS2 games. Not that I do that much. Yes I do, don't lie. And I also got 5 PS1 memory cards, and actually how I got them was, a friend of mine, she had this box for the PS2, not with the PS2 in it, and knowing that I'm such a sort of gaming head person, she went, do you want that box? And I went, yes I do actually, because I don't have the original box for the PS2. And I thought, yes, I'll have it. And when I got home and I opened it, it had 5 memory cards for PS1. So that was a bit of a result. And then I'm going to come to the stuff my cousin gave me, and he's going to be moving house shortly, and he's having one of those big clear out jobs, you know, oh I don't want this, and he came round and he said, do you want these games? I went, yeah. So here, in no particular order, are all the games he gave me, and I haven't really played them yet. Oh yes, I played a bit of one of them, but I haven't really played them, but I'll just show you what he gave me. The first one he gave me was, he likes sort of war stuff, you might notice, shooty things, but it was a Hour of Victory for the Xbox 360, and don't know how it plays, but I'm going to give it a go. I got Medal of Honor Airborne, a flight simulator called OG Fighters, which I probably won't play, sorry cuz, for the Wii. Raving Rabbits 2, ain't played that, so I don't know what that plays like. Ace Combat, the Balkan War, another flight simulator, and also inside, I don't know where the case is, there's also Ace Combat Distant Thunder. So I've got both discs, but only one cover, but I can find a cover. Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, I'm rubbish at Splinter Cell, God help me. Psychonauts, which says it has no booklet, but Psychonauts is pretty good, isn't it? So that's not a bad one, thanks guys. Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid 3, and he also gave me, quickly moving on, the strategy guides for Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 3, yay, says I. Black, which is actually a shooter I did enjoy. Call of Duty 2 for the PS2. Jax X, which I don't know, it looks like a driving game more than Daxter, whatever they were called, was more sort of platformy, but this looks like a driving game, so it might be interesting. Medal of Honor, Rising Sun, quite like Medal of Honor on the PS2 and 1. Kane and Lynch, first one, Dead Men, I think it was okay, wasn't outstanding, was it? Madden 06, which I probably won't play because I'm clueless about American football. FIFA 11, which I will give a go. Another Call of Duty 2, called the Big Red One. A Conflict Desert Storm. And excuse me for 2 seconds because my washing machine's decided to go off. So why don't you just stare at an empty screen for 2 seconds until I come back. Oh, technology. Oh, here we go. Metal Solid Gear. No, that came out wrong, didn't it? That's what happens when you get up. Metal Gear Solid 2. Ah, Yakuza 2. Yes, happy, love it. Thanks, cuz. Full Spectrum Warrior. Is it a tactical, more of a tactical shooter, this one, isn't it? So I shall be no doubt very rubbish at it. Siphon Filter, the Amiga strain. My cousin used to love Siphon Filter on the PS1. Hitman 2, Silent Assassin. I love Hitman, but quite enough complicated, isn't it? You've got patience of a judge to play that. Smash Court Tennis Pro Tournament, which is good. I got the Arcade Unplugged for the Xbox 360, which has some arcade games on, and I got the other one too. I'm trying to think, there was one I played a fair bit of, which is, which one was it? Bejeweled, I played a fair bit of, and I tried Feeding Frenzy and got a bit bored by it. Boom Boom Rocket, that's it, I love that, Boom Boom Rocket, and it's like fireworks, but to music, and you have to shoot the fireworks at the right time, and it's like classical music, but kind of sort of dancey-fiedy, hip-hoppy versions, and I really like that, so that's actually pretty good. Boom Boom Rocket. Tiger Woods Pro Tour 09 for the PS2. give that a whirl. Brian Lara, Cricket 2005, and I actually quite like Cricket, so I will give that a go. Soul Calibur 2, which I think I've got already, but I love me Soul Calibur. Juiced 2 for the PS2, nice driving game from what I remember. Myst 3 Exile, always liked the look of Myst, but when I played them I was a bit like scratching my head going, what am I meant to do? It looks pretty, but I don't know what I'm doing. However, I shall give it a go. How do you pronounce this one? Zathura. Zathura? That sounds like something out of Star Trek. A new adventure from the world of Jumanji. Jumanji, that was a film with Robin Williams, wasn't it? I think this is a platformer, and it's a bit comme-ci comme-ça. And the collector's edition of Stranglehold for the Xbox. I do have this for the PS3 and really enjoyed it, and I stuck this in the other day and still really enjoyed it. It's repetitive. You slide and shoot, and you can hit too, but basically you do a lot of sliding around on things, you know, very slow-mo, and shoot. It's good fun. And Crash Mind Over Mutant for the Xbox 360. So thanks Cuz for all those games, I'm really delighted, and I think I've come to the end of my gaming acquisitions. Yes, I'm looking around, making sure I haven't forgot everything. So yeah, that's about the size of it. So very sorry for taking so long to do another video. I always say I'll do another one soon, but I'm going to stop lying because I don't know when I'm going to fit it in. And anyway, I have to buy more stuff now, don't I? I've showed it all. What have I got to show? So I have to sort of get more stuff before, well actually I don't have to do. I can just come on here and talk about things in general. Games I've been playing, or do you know what? I've been playing Mass Effect 3 again because I think I mentioned how difficult I was finding it to kill that Reaper, and I didn't play it for months, and I'm not joking, months, and I stuck it in a little while ago, last week before, and I said I'm going to kill this Reaper, and I mentally prepared myself, and even checked out a few hints. You know, some people say don't go right to the left first, go more to the right. Tried that. Some people say if you go near the front and at the last minute you've just got to move out of the way and you'll be fine. Well, I have to say it's a lot of old tush, because months later I still can't kill the bloomin' Reaper in Mass Effect 3, and I'm at a stalemate, and it's absolutely depressing me because I really want to continue with the game, and it's to the point now, if I could find something to skip that mission, I would. I'd even resort to a cheat if it existed, which is not like me at all, because I don't cheat in games, and I don't, you know, I might put something on easy. No, but I do sometimes, you know. But I cannot lie. Occasionally play games on easy mode. Hey, I'm proper hardcore. But this game has really given me the pip, and you know, I don't know what to do. I'm at the end of my tether with Mass Effect 3 because I just cannot kill the Reaper, and I've got to the point I managed to shoot him 3 times, and I believe you've got to do it 4 times, and the 4th time is meant to be a right bugger because you've got to get it right exact. And honestly, the amount of times I've died, and then you go and read on these forums how easy it is. Oh, you know, I did it the first time, or oh, I died the first time and then all I did was go and stand at the front and the Reaper died. Well, whoa. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say because I can't kill him, and it's really bugging me, you know. It's bugging me so much, you know. Have I lost my gaming talent? Did I ever have it? I don't know, but it's given me the right ump. But that shouldn't be the way to end this video, should it? Because, you know, this should be a celebration of my 50th year. Oh, don't mention the 50! I said I wasn't going to do it, and I have. But I'm babbling because I'm quite happy to be doing another video. And thanks very much for people that have asked, what are you doing, where have you been? And hopefully I will make one sooner rather than later, but I'm not going to promise that I'm going to make one like in the next few weeks, because I'd be lying, wouldn't I? But if I pick up something weird and wonderful, I shall be showing it to you. But thank you very much for watching, and until next time, cheery pip.